Hi and welcome to Greg the Gardener. Well, today I'm going to show you a little bit of landscaping, and this is the spot that I'm going to be landscaping. It's around a pool here and around the side. I'm just going to show you some tips on what you should do when you are planting a garden. Now, this customer here actually has bought all the plants, so I didn't get to choose them. So I'm going to have to try and figure out which plants go where and so on and so forth. So basically what the rules are is tall plants go at the back and you put the small plants or grasses right at the front, because there's no point planting grasses at the back because you won't see them because there'll be other plants in front of them. Some other things to look at are drainage. If there's any wet spots in the soil, you want to plant plants that like wet soil. Also sunlight. If there's a hot spot, you don't want to plant something that doesn't like heat. You want to plant like a cactus or something. And also, as far as sunlight's concerned, you don't want to plant a plant that likes full shade in the sun. So you have to be wary of that as well. Another thing that you should look at when you are landscaping is there any pipes or cables where you're going to be digging, because the last thing you want to do is stick your mattock through one and slice it open and then cause a whole lot of dramas. Here's the selection of plants that I've been given. First thing I would do is clear the area of all the waste and rubbish and big rocks, and then get the plants and put them into a position to see if they look good. Here I've placed all the plants into a position just to get the feel of what it looks like, to make sure no plant is going to get bigger than another one behind it. Now, most plants you'll see have a tag on it, and this will indicate how big the plant gets, how much sunlight it needs, etc. So always go by these tags because they can help you a lot. Some of the plants here that are only 1 foot high grow to over 8 feet high. So you must remember this when positioning your plants to get the best results. I'm doing this garden in sections. I'm starting at the back first because I knew I wouldn't have access to get around to the back of the garden if I'd planted the whole garden at the front out. So now that I've finished work on the back of the garden, I'll start to work on the front of the garden with planting the lower plants and finish off with the mulching. And here's the finished result. A beautiful tropical and lush looking garden. Towards the back I've planted trees that grow to about 4 meters tall. The next layer is a bunch of plants that grow to about 2 meters to 3 meters tall, and towards the front are the grasses I've planted that only grow to about 50 centimeters high. And remember, nothing in nature grows in straight lines, so try and avoid planting things in rows. Instead of dotting different plants all over your garden, try and group plant the same plants in masses, as this has a much better aesthetic effect. Well, I hope these tips were helpful. And remember, your garden is your best friend, so get out there and enjoy it. And I'll see you next time on Greg the Gardener.